single day I'm gonna make something great. That's my way. Every single day.
Hello friends, welcome back. So I had asked you guys in a previous video if you were interested in my recipe for filled hummingbird cupcakes, and you were. So we've just recently finished off that cake not too long ago, so I thought I would go ahead and make the cupcakes today. So if you're interested in the hummingbird cake recipe, I will link that in a card above. And so I've already made it here, and I'm just getting everything ready to go ahead and fill my liners, and I'm going to throw them in the oven, 350 oven for about 20 minutes. Okay, so while my cupcakes are baking, I'm going to mix together in a bowl the small packages of cheesecake pudding and vanilla pudding. I'm going to mix them both together in one bowl, and then I'm going to add 2 cups of cold milk. Do not follow the instructions on the pudding mix. Just add 2 cups for both boxes, and it's going to be really thick. So I'm just going to go ahead and mix it until it starts thickening up. And then I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of coconut extract. And then I'm going to mix that up really well and make sure that that coconut is distributed. Okay, so once it's reached the thickness that I like, I'm going to taste it and make sure it has a good coconut flavor. So mine actually needed more. So I'm going to go ahead and add another teaspoon of coconut extract to mine and mix it in. Next, I'm going to add 1/4 cup of coconut, shredded coconut, and I'm going to mix that in. If you really want, you could add more coconut than that. I have in the past, but about 1/4 cup is about right. Okay, so I'm going to set the pudding aside so it can thicken up a little bit, and I'm going to make my coconut buttercream. So I'm going to start with 1/4 cup of shortening and 1/4 cup of butter. And of course, I'm going to add about 1/2 teaspoon of the coconut extract to that. I'm going to mix that together, and then I'm going to mix in as much as I can of about 4 cups of powdered sugar. Okay, so the pudding is as thick as it's going to get, so I'm going to add 2 heaping teaspoons of whipped cream to it and just mix that in there really well. Okay, so next I grabbed a pastry bag and just put a regular plain coupler on the end of it. And I'm just going to go ahead and fill my coconut cream into my pastry bag, and I'm going to set it aside. So if you don't have a pastry bag or couplers or tips or anything, don't worry about it. You can use a Ziploc bag, just cut the little corner off the end. So what I do is I just cut a circle into the top of my cupcakes and gently lift off that top. I don't want a lot of cake on the bottom of this top that I'm pulling off. I'm just going to use a spoon and scoop out as much of the center of this cupcake as I can just into a bowl. You can use that like for ice cream topper or something. And I'm going to go ahead and fill my cupcake with the coconut cream and put the top back on it. I did want to show you guys how unbelievably moist this cake is. It sticks to the spoon. That's how moist this cake is. So I just wanted to show you that. But yeah, I just go ahead and finish filling all of my cupcakes and putting the tops on them. Okay, I do want to give you a word of caution. This is an extremely rich dessert. It's very decadent. You definitely feel like you've eaten something very special when you do eat this, but it's very, very rich. So do be aware, 1 cupcake is plenty. Okay, so to frost these, I'm gonna go ahead and put my coconut buttercream into another pastry bag and push it down. I'm using a Wilton number 12 tip. And like I said, you could use a Ziploc, no biggie. And I'm just gonna add my buttercream, and then I'm just gonna sprinkle on the top a good amount of coconut. Okay guys, if you are a coconut lover or have a coconut lover in your family, this is going to be a new favorite. I've used this recipe for tea parties, I've used it for luau's, and I used it for a wedding cake for my cousin's wedding. So anyway, like I said, it's super rich, very decadent, and a special treat. So anyway, hope you guys liked it. Hope you're having a great day, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye.